Somewhere in your house or in the back of your head, there's a piece of advice about scam emails. And it goes something like this. Look for bad grammar. Look for spelling mistakes. Real companies don't write like that. Maybe you got it from your bank, or a pamphlet at the library, or a well-meaning grandson. It was on the news for years. And it was good advice, genuinely useful. It protected a lot of people. I need you to throw it away. Not soften it, not use it alongside other things. Throw it away, because it is now worse than useless. It is actively working against you, and I'll show you exactly how. Here's what changed. Criminals now use the same artificial intelligence writing tools that everybody else uses. Researchers estimate that about 82% of scam emails now contain AI-written content. The old scam email, the one with the strange capitalization and the wobbly English, is essentially extinct. It isn't coming back. Why would it? Security researchers at IBM showed that AI can build an entire phishing campaign in 5 minutes, a job that used to take human experts 16 hours. Now here's the part I really need you to understand, because it isn't obvious, and it's the whole reason for this chapter. The problem isn't that look for typos stopped working. The problem is that it now works in reverse. Think about what that advice actually trained you to do. It taught you to use writing quality as a trust signal. Sloppy email, suspicious. Clean email, probably fine. So what happens when a criminal sends you a flawless, warm, perfectly punctuated email that uses your first name? It passes your test. It doesn't just get around your defenses, it satisfies them. The very thing you were taught to check comes back clean, and you relax. And the numbers show what that costs. Microsoft found that AI-written scam emails get clicked 54% of the time, compared with 12% for the old human-written kind. Listen to those numbers again. The new emails are more than 4 times as effective at getting people to click. That's not because people got dumber. It's because the test they were taught to run now gives the wrong answer. There's a second thing too. These emails know you. It used to be that a scam email said "Dear Customer," because one person can't write 10,000 personal letters, but a machine can, and it can pull details from whatever's floating around publicly. Your name, your town, the company you retired from, your church, your grandchildren's names off a Facebook post. So it doesn't say "Dear Customer" anymore. It says "Hi Margaret," and it mentions the flood at the church last spring. That specificity feels like proof. It isn't. It's just a machine reading the same internet you and I can read. So here's the new rule, and it replaces everything you were taught. Judge the email by what it asks, not by how it reads. 3 questions. That's the whole defense now. 1. Is it rushing me? 2. Does it want money or a password or a click? 3. Was I expecting this? And notice something wonderful about those 3 questions. A perfect writer cannot fake his way past a single one of them. The machine can polish the prose all it likes. It cannot make an unexpected email expected. It cannot make a request for your password into a normal thing to receive. The criminals got a better pen. They did not get a better excuse. Now stop for a second, because you've now seen this happen 3 times in this book, and I want you to notice the pattern. You were taught to look for the padlock on a website. More than 90% of scam sites have the padlock now. Dead. You were taught to listen for a fake-sounding voice on the phone. A computer can clone your grandson's voice from 3 seconds of audio. Dead. And you were taught to look for bad grammar in an email. AI now writes better than most humans. Dead. 3 pieces of advice, all of them once excellent, all of them now buried. and look at what they have in common, because this is the most useful thing in this entire book. Every single one of them asked you to inspect the message, study the web address, listen to the voice, read the grammar. And every single one of them broke the moment the criminals got better tools, which they always will. So here is the rule that never goes stale, the one hiding underneath all three. Stop evaluating the message. Verify through a door you already have. Don't examine the text, open the app yourself. Don't judge the voice, hang up and call the number in your phone. Don't grade the grammar, call the bank on the number printed on your card. They can forge any message. They cannot answer a phone that isn't theirs. That is not a trick that expires when the technology gets better. That is the one that lasts. And one more thing, tell somebody. Because your neighbor is still squinting at emails hunting for typos. Your friend from church still thinks the padlock means safe. They've been left holding advice that expired, and nobody told them. So tell them. That's a genuinely useful thing you can do this week. Not for yourself, for the person down the street who's still looking for spelling mistakes in an email that a machine wrote perfectly.